Welcome to my favorite time of the week, this episode of Objectively Wrong, presented by the Next Men Up. As always, I'm John. That's Abtin. We could not be on more opposite sides of the NFL spectrum right now.
I don't watch football anymore.
I am, no pun intended, flying very high with the Eagles right now with a semi-surprising to me 3-0. And Abtin, I think you're probably more surprised about your 0-3. I think I'm more surprised about your 0-3 for sure.
I think I've gotten really good at like separating football from my life now.
I'm not.
Like I can if it's a bad day, it's a bad day for 1 hour, and then I get that's probably not healthy.
No. The word is drunk. By the way, everybody, speaking of drunk, the Cowboys and Giants are currently playing Monday Night Football. There are 8.5 minutes remaining in the fourth. CeeDee Lamb is about a foot from a touchdown. I believe the elbow is down. Yeah, he is not. That is not a touchdown. So
we're currently tied in record predictions, and the difference is this game.
I
said Giants.
Cooper Rush for the end zone. That is a touchdown caught by CeeDee Lamb. So he does end up getting it. CeeDee Lamb has dropped 2 really ugly passes in this game.
Don't talk to me about ugly drops today.
This was all. You saw the one. It was
I literally, John, I was watching the game with one of our friends, and I literally spent the rest of the day saying, like, remember your Nelson Aguilar, not like Aguilar? I spent the entire
unlike Aguilar.
I said unlike Waller. I spent the entire day doing that.
What's up with him right now? He feels like he's off.
Oh, he's so off.
It's not good. Didn't he just get paid?
It's almost like not playing your players at all during the preseason. And Waller, who didn't practice due to injury and contract, is slowing down the progression a little bit.
What's really fun is the Eagles also did that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't seem to have an issue.
Yeah, but the NFC is a different world.
It doesn't matter, Abtin.
There's 2 worlds. There's heaven or hell. I'm living in hell.
And I'm living in paradise.
You're the Eagles. You fly high. I've made so many references in the last 2 minutes.
The autumn wind has made you its bitch. That's kind of what's happened to you.
No, guys. I think the autumn wind has been broken down by a windbreaker. That's what's happening.
I just think McDaniels is breaking wind all over your team.
Oh, don't worry. McDavis is taking care of that.
Breaking wind means farts. It means farts. Yeah, what the hell was that? They had a closed door meeting. It's week 3. Calm down, Bowl-Cut. It's not this serious.
Bowl-Cut man is living high because his WNBA team won the championship.
That's good. That's great.
So he's had a taste. Why are we
talking to Josh McDaniels already?
Because they shouldn't be. Let's move on. This is for later.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later. We're going to get through some news first, and we'll talk team by team a little bit when we go through the record. But I wanted to get Abtin into this gist because one of our topics on today's show is what the hell is going on in Vegas? Because there's no world where I'm as glass half empty about the Raiders as anybody, because I look at the roster and I see categorical flaws and a bad coach. In my opinion, but I don't think even I expected 0-3.
You know what's funny though? The secondary's playing pretty well.
How weird is that?
Right?
So let's quickly go over a injury report because it's starting to rack up a little bit. Good. Mac Jones. Mac, don't say good. Mac Jones.
I'm gonna go with the villain role.
By the way, Abtin technically owes a shot take.
For what?
For the tie that you called last week. No, I know. Abtin called. I owe $1 million, so I have no place to talk. Abtin called a tie. I called Atlanta, and I did hit.
No, you called Tennessee. I haven't lost to Atlanta yet.
No.
Oh, you're talking about your own shot.
I called my own shot take. Yes. I called Atlanta. I was correct. Seattle's bad.
I also picked Atlanta to win that game, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you shot me on a game you agreed with
Yeah.
because you had no other option. I just kept going. Yeah, I like. I do like. I like how our game's going this year because we're not picking that well, but it's like weirdly like 500, and that helps me.
500. If there wasn't a tie, we'd probably be at 500.
Right. So Mac Jones gets himself hurt. What is? Oh, it's the owner's box. Yeah, periodically I'm going to peek over and give everybody the live update. The Monday night game is not yet over. There was a woman in the owner's box, Jerry Jones, that's basically wearing a zebra. Her jacket is a zebra. So Mac Jones, severe high ankle sprain.
What is that? 4 weeks?
It's not one.
He probably tore something, and they're just not saying it.
Yeah, it's not great. Do you know off the top of your head who the quarterback is?
Some variation of Brian Hoyer.
The clone of Brian Hoyer.
It can't be Stidham because Stidham came to the Raiders.
It is. I think is it Danny Etling? Oh my god! It actually just is Brian Hoyer.
Holy crap!
It actually just is Brian Hoyer. Shit.
They should call the Jets and we'll get.
You know what's funny? You know who it could be? They have a third. Bailey Zapp.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Ian Book's an Eagle, my friend.
Oh, no wonder you're winning.
Ian Book. Wait, hold on. Before we continue, I keep forgetting that we have this segment.
Okay.
I have to check what Christian Kirk and Andy Isabella did this week. Andy Isabella!
I'm sure Christian Kirk had a good game.
Yeah, right now we all look stupid.
The entire world besides
Jacksonville is genius.
No, not even Jacksonville. Who's the old San Francisco GM that now GMs for Jacksonville? Balky, who almost got a babysitter, remember? Oh, God. The Christian Kirk contract's working out.
So, Christian Kirk has caught 6 passes in each of the first 3 games.
Okay.
6, 6, and 6. This week was his fewest yards, 72. Last week was 78. Week before was 117. Scored himself a touchdown this week, though. Christian Kirk is currently on my bench in my big league because I have Debo, Chase, and Devontae Smith, who went nuclear. I guess I have to play him instead of Damian Pierce in flex this week. But that might be our league, actually. That might be our league. I might be mixing leagues. Either way, he's been on my bench all 3 weeks. I have to find a way to get him in. He's clearly good enough. 25 years old and get all that cash. Now let's see what Andy Isabella did.
Andy
Isabella has caught 4 passes this season. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 2 passes this season.
Is it for the career?
No, 33 for the career.
Okay, because when you said 4 and you're like, oh, 2, I'm like, wait, does that mean his career?
No. I saw the number. The number 2 was his regular season.
Okay.
Because he didn't catch anything in week 2.
Okay.
Week 1 catch for 10 yards. Week 2, 1 catch for 11. He's quite consistent. Yeah. 1 catch for 10 and a half. Not Christian Kirk. They probably couldn't afford it. Rondell Moore, Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown's been okay.
Yeah.
He's been okay. Still got, what's the name? Oh, AJ Green's another injury, by the way.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about more injuries.
And the amount of time Kenny Galladay spends on the sideline, you'd think he was injured.
So Mac Jones, probably 3 to 4 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see their next 3 games. Let's look at that. Let's see how it'll affect them.
Do it.
Because if you remember, one of our shot takes is New England will end under 500.
Wait a minute. Kenny Galladay did just get a target. He dropped it. It was either a drop or a fumble. I think they called it a drop, though. I didn't realize that was Galladay.
The Patriots' next 4 weeks are the Packers, Lions, Browns, and Bears.
Loss, win for them. And I'm not saying that because at this point, great return by Dallas. Dallas is going to win this game. Dallas is in field goal range. That will put them
up.
Let
me just change that. Right.
What?
You are now like just under 500.
The game isn't over. It's not over yet, but it's very likely Dallas if they just don't make mistakes. Yeah, I'm at the point this season where I look at the NFL and I think every team can beat each other. So
That's a good thing.
yeah, I think parity. It's called parity, ladies and gentlemen, and I think the NFL to some degree has achieved it. There is to some degree some level of parity because the NFL is as even as it's been in a very long time. Uh, there are no teams that are wide as Daniel Jones of 68 yards rushing. There are no teams that are so unconscionably good and no team that is so unconscionably bad. There is no Cleveland Browns of 2016, 17, whichever year that was. They went 0-16.
Jackson.
Hugh Jackson. So it's just not Blake Cashman. It's just not like. See, I wonder if he still has a job.
Blake Cashman, I'll check.
The official first free agent signing of this year's cycle. His name was Blake Cashman. It was Houston that did it. So I don't think any team is especially just given that they're better. Like Philly's playing Jacksonville this week. You think of that, Jacksonville's not that good a team on paper. Everybody, Jacksonville's okay. And the Eagles are freaking incredible. Like they're killing people right now. But Jacksonville could easily come into Philly and kick our teeth in. I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be a football game. I think they're going to play close football games. Chargers got smoked by Jacksonville last week. Chiefs lost to the Colts. Miami lost to the Bills. And if you look at the stat line of that game, there's no mathematical reason it happened.
You said Miami lost to the Bills.
Miami beat the Bills.
Yeah.
Miami beat the Bills. And if you look at the stat line of that game, there's no mathematical reason they should have won. Nice throw to nothing, Cooper Rush. Time for a long field goal. So I don't look at why are they screaming at each other? Dallas's coaching staff's hilarious. We just live stream the game. This is stupid.
People do that.
Yeah, I know. It's called criminals.
No, I'm talking about like they don't actually show the game.
No, they just
show their reaction.
Yeah, they live react. We could do that, but like it's not as fun as what we do. Especially when it's this game. This game sucks. This is just not. It's not a good game. Here comes a long field goal for Maher. He's already missed one tonight. So I don't think just having Mac Jones out makes them like, oh, they're screwed. Just like I don't think having Mac Jones in made them a given. Maher makes the kick, 23-13. So you'd like to have your starting quarterback. It's not like he looked that good though. So,
okay, but who's the next quarterback on the list?
Either Hoyer or Zapp.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
Could you imagine if Bailey Zapp took the job? That'd be hilarious.
It would be serendipitous.
Can you imagine a world
in a world
where Jimmy Garoppolo keeps the 49er job, Kyle Shanahan quits, goes to New Orleans, and gets reunited with Mac Jones somehow as Bailey Zapp is the head coach?
So starting quarterback.
Bailey Zapp is the head quarterback.
Starting quarterback, head coach.
I don't know. Football's not even real anymore to me, John.
Speaking of Jimmy Garoppolo, we hit on a season-long shot take by accident, and we don't care.
Yeah.
We're taking it.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo technically took the job from Trey Lance. I don't care how it happened. Shut up.
Technically, we didn't say he'd take the job. We just said they would go back to
Jimmy. They would go back to him.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Out of pure necessity.
Technically.
But it happened. Technically correct. The best kind of correct. Technicalities.
Speaking of injuries,
we should do a full musical episode.
We will eventually.
Technicalities. Royalty-free musical episode.
Let's talk about the Chargers and the Indian burial land. They're still being
the sexual tension between the Chargers and the IR. It's incredible what the Chargers have to go through. Justin Herbert can't breathe. Rashawn Slater was it a bicep?
I think so, yeah.
He's done for the year. Keenan Allen's still missing. Guyton is
done for the year.
Guyton's done for the year with a torn ACL. Joey Bosa
tore his groin, basically.
So I think it's a tear. I don't think they're not saying it's a tear yet.
Yeah, but they're basically saying severe groin.
It's bad. It's at least week to week. Every freaking year with the Chargers. You're just unlucky.
At what point do the national media bake this into their expectations? Because
one more year and you'll bake it.
One more year? That's what I say every year. Because every single year, at least that I can remember, like past Philip Rivers' prime, right? Like the last like 4-ish years of Rivers into now, they get injured. They get injured every single year.
I don't like what has happened to the Chargers because the Chargers had so much hope.
We say that every year.
Yeah, but now the hope's gone.
Every year.
But the hope is now gone.
No, they've gone through worse. Derwin James hasn't gotten hurt yet.
Yeah, but you're out your quarterback. Your quarterback's not at full strength, and your left tackle is now gone.
Okay.
Shall
we look at their next 4 weeks?
Who gives a crap?
Because I mean, like, how long is Herbert gonna take until he's like, or where the drugs will be able to give him his full motion again? Did you hear that he called Tyrod Taylor before taking the shot to ask him for advice?
I did not hear that, but that's actually hilarious. Did he really do that?
Yeah, he really did that.
That's the best shit I've heard all day. That is amazing. And if y'all don't know, just look up Tyrod Taylor needles.
He's won a lot of money.
We've discussed it on this show.
They play the Texans.
Oh, Daniel Jones looking deep. Caught. Gain of 17.
Okay.
Ugliest throw I've seen in my life, by the way. That was disgusting.
In the next 4 weeks, they play the Texans, Browns, Broncos, and Seattle.
Those should still be wins.
Yeah.
But again, they very well might not be. Like any team at this point can steal the game. There's no walking into a building and knowing I'm going to win. Oh, here goes Daniel Jones running from nothing. And he gained 5 with a throw to that.
Who cares about this game?
It's not over. It's close.
Who cares?
Micah Parsons looks pissed all the time.
Well, he plays for Dallas.
Why is he not on the field, though? I wonder if he's hurt. It's weird. Helmet off and everything.
Okay.
We might have news next week. Oh, there goes Daniel Jones running, sliding, getting hit as he was sliding. No flag.
The next time you say Daniel Jones, we better be predicting the Giants game.
True. Chargers in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Chargers in a weird spot. It's not where you want to be this early. You know, they're not dead in the water, but like it's not looking good.
If they miss the playoffs, is Brendan Staley fired?
No.
No?
No. No chance. No chance. Because you can easily argue the injury bug. Like that's
okay, but you can argue that for every Charger coach in every single year. For like
Brandon Staley, this is year 2 of Brandon Staley's reign.
Yeah.
The offense, when it was healthy, was clicking. There's no reason to think Staley is like a 2 off just because this season has not gone according to plan. Financially, the Chargers are going to be in a weird spot moving forward, but they're going to have to figure that out. I stand by what I've been saying. I just don't think he's going to get a second contract there. I now don't think it's Philly, but I just don't think it's happening. How would he? They won't have the money. So, like, their window is until he's owed money. Mm-hmm. This is another year of the window that goes out the window.
And he's really going to like owed money in his 3rd year. The way
yeah. He's going to be paid
basically
soon.
Next year.
He has to be paid soon.
Yeah.
The contract for Herbert, this is year 3, right?
Is it year 3?
Yes, it's year 3.
Feels like year 2.
It's not. Because he was with Burrow. Burrow, year 1, got hurt. Year 2, went to the Super Bowl. This is year 3. So
really, he should be getting paid at the end of this year.
That's when it would begin.
Yeah.
Lamar still hasn't been, so who knows what anything.
Yeah, but Lamar wants Deshaun Watson money.
So will Herbert.
No, I mean talking about like fully guaranteed.
So will Herbert. Who would you give it more to, Herbert or Jackson?
Oh, Herbert.
Right.
Let's ask the AFC West guy who he wants to give more money to.
Daniel Jones, running.
We're not talking about their prediction next week.
Shocking, it's incomplete. 3:57 to play.
Speaking of crashing and burning, Myles Garrett.
Okay, that's not fair. That's not nice. That's so mean.
He's fine, by the way.
He's okay. Wow, that was screwed up. I wasn't ready for that. Jesus Christ, Abtin.
Very minor injuries. He's at the hospital. Him and his passenger are fine.
Hopefully, Miles Garrett is okay.
I do hope Miles Sanders is okay.
I do too. I hope they're all okay. Yeah, he's actually played quite well this year so far, which is unfortunate because
he needs a contract.
Yeah, he needs money. I'm not paying. Like, I know we're not paying him. So Daniel Jones running away from nothing. Why is he always under duress?
Have you
who's in a bad game tonight, by the way?
Okay.
Evan Neal.
Ooh.
He's not looked good tonight at all. DeMarcus Lawrence is eating his lunch. So, or I just dinner because it's nighttime. So, yeah, I Miles Garrett, hopefully you're very okay. It was a single car accident. Car apparently flipped. Still at the hospital, waiting word. We don't know the answers yet.
Well, I mean, his agent and every national media says he's fine.
They're all saying he's okay.
He's fine.
So, yeah.
He's probably just being monitored for a head injury.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's probably what you're looking at.
Besides that, did we miss any other injuries?
DeAndre Swift?
Oh, DeAndre Swift is week to week.
Week to week.
My guess, he's out until the bye. Get him fully healthy.
Get him healthy. You need him. That's your offense is that human being. Your offense is that person. So keep him upright. You got to keep him upright. Protect that boy. Now we can talk about some games.
Let's talk about football.
Because that's what you're all here for anyway.
No, I think you're here for the live react to Daniel Jones.
There's a flag. There's a flag. There's a flag. He got sacked and threw it away as he was going down. So I think they're like trying to figure out if it was grounding or not. I don't know. He just bad at his job.
Shall we start?
Fine.
Let's start.
Let us begin.
With the Miami Dolphins at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ooh.
This is a Thursday night game.
It is a good one.
John has some words about the Dolphins.
Yeah, they're better than I thought. Because the way they're winning games is weird.
Stupid.
but that's like the mark of a team that's like keeping it together.
It's objectively stupid and they won the Bills game.
Yeah, there's no mathematical relevance that they should have won here.
There was literally a punt into a butt.
Butt punt. Field goal made by Graham Gano. Oh my God, Graham Gano got hit.
John, I don't care.
Graham Gano.
Nobody cares, John.
7-point game, 23-16, 3:37 to play. 2 timeouts for New York. So Miami is, it's funny. I look at the rookie coaches this year so far, right? And the only one that I can point at and say like he's doing a really good job, and I say rookie as in first-year coaches. So Josh McDaniels is included in this. But Mike McDaniel, I think he's 3-0. He's one of only 3 undefeated teams. If the Giants lose, one of only 2 undefeated teams. They're heading into week 4. Right now, he's the 1 seed in the AFC. Tua has made strides. Mm-hmm. Now, you're not fooling anybody. Tua Tagovailoa had a concussion yesterday. You're not fooling anybody. Not going to listen to this back spasm crap. I saw how hard his head hit the ground. I saw him stumble. I saw him fail to get back on his feet easily. We took him to the locker room for a minute. He then came back out. The NFLPA is opening an investigation, and damn well right they should. And I'd be surprised if the NFLPA says, oh, no, we didn't find anything suspicious. I'd be shocked. But Miami, for a team that is lacking top-end running talent and top-end pass rushing talent, they're making it work. Mm-hmm. Teron Armstead and other offensive line additions that they've made have built themselves a sturdy enough front. The receivers are obviously unbelievable. It's probably the best tandem in the NFL. Although I will tell you, I think the Eagles have a claim for that too. There are so many good things about Miami right now. McDaniel obviously has his players' ear. Tua is a capable thrower. This is a team worth paying attention to. Do I still think Buffalo's a better team? Yeah, I do. I still think Buffalo is definitely the better team. And they were yesterday, and they still lost. So, welcome to the NFL. Weird shit happens every week. You're going to love it. That said, I'm going to pick Cincinnati.
Speaking of rookie head coaches, I think we should throw some love to Minnesota's head coach. They're 2-1. Yeah.
Meh.
Peterson technically is a rookie head coach.
Yeah, Doug Peterson's a god, though. Doug Peterson's a goat. Yeah, he is a first-year head coach, but he's taking Trevor Lawrence and made him look capable.
Yeah.
Like, T-Law looks good again.
And there's one more I feel like I'm missing.
Dennis Allen?
No.
Dennis Allen? No. Thanks for the 7th overall pick right now, New Orleans. Keep losing. Whoever takes over for Matt Rule.
Oh, yeah, he'll do a great job.
He'll do great.
Watch it end up being like Freddie Kitchens. And Baker's like, I thought I got rid of you.
Freddie Kitchens. No, Baker retires. If it's Freddie Kitchens, Baker retires. You know what's funny? Is it completely out of the question that the Panthers like try to trade McCaffrey at the deadline?
I think they should. But who's going to go for it? Screw off, man.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I hope you do it, and the next play he's like, oh no, my ankle hurts again.
You know what's funny? It probably wouldn't even cost a 1 because his contract.
At this point, his contract's disgusting.
His contract's a nightmare, and he does have the fragility label, and the Panthers have no leverage. So yeah.
So we're both going.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Oh, you're picking Cincy?
Yeah, Thursday night games.
If Cincy gets smacked in this game, we have to reevaluate how he picked Miami. Obviously. Oh, yeah.
Minnesota Vikings at the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I'm just going to put mine down.
I'm going to go with Minnesota.
Me too. Just because that's who I'm rooting for.
It's not a primetime game.
I want New Orleans to lose every other game this season.
John really wants Will Anderson.
I want Will Anderson so bad.
Seattle Seahawks at Detroit Lions. I'm going to go Detroit.
Me too. Swift or not.
Even if DeAndre Swift doesn't play, I'm going to go Detroit.
Swift or not, you have to. Seattle's really just not good. And you know what's funny? It's the defense that's not good. Geno's actually like okay. That's a first down for the Cowboys. Tick, 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 tick.
New York Jets at Pittsburgh Steelers. Zach Wilson's expected to play.
And the Steelers are definitely going to win.
Pittsburgh.
Go Steelers. The Steelers are they're like 2 weeks away from relevance because eventually they're going to have to decide that Kenny Pickett has to play.
Oh, I'm praying that they run with Mitch as long as possible.
That's so dumb. Like he's like it's so clear he can't do it.
It's so clear.
Like there's no reason for this. This is a waste of time. That's all you're doing.
After the first week, it was so clear.
Week 1, it's like, huh? All right, cute idea. Kenny, get in.
Isn't it weird like how obsessed some coaches get with sitting the rookie?
Trubisky and Sam Bradford, I'm starting to feel the same like psychological impact on their coaching staffs of you were picked early and therefore you have promise.
And Chicago only did it because San Francisco fooled them.
Yeah, San Fran hosed them, and then San Fran was like, haha, now we get the crown jewels of Solomon Thomas. Another bust. Where is he? Is he still in Oakland? Is he in Vegas?
No, he's not in Vegas anymore.
Where is he? Did Solomon leave? Is he a free agent?
That would suck.
Solomon Thomas is he's a Jet. I didn't know.
Oh,
he has 6 tackles. Six combined tackles, 5 assisted tackles. It's not great. In 2 weeks, 2 games. Like he didn't play last week. Not great.
Chicago Bears and New York Giants. I'm going to go with the
Giants.
What
a bad game.
I'm going to go with the Giants. Probably no David Montgomery. And Justin Fields is worse than Daniel Jones. Boy, did I bust.
Yeah, you busted hard.
Yeah.
You busted real hard on Fields.
Dude, like every couple of years I get a Josh Rosen.
The number, you know what's funny? So the Giants and Bears are that's true, actually. You are.
Yeah, every couple of years.
Every couple of years, you fall for a quarterback that you have no business falling for.
But at least every couple of years I get a Lamar Jackson too.
Next time you love a quarterback, though, what was the last quarterback you loved? Was it Fields?
No, I didn't even love Fields. No, it was more of just like I think he's better than the rest. No, the last quarterback I fell in love with.
Drew Lock.
No, God, no.
You did love Drew Lock.
I was like, damn, this would be a sexy second round pick.
You were very unhappy when Denver drafted him.
Yeah, but it turned out well.
You should have been happier.
I should have been.
Actually, they got them Russell Wilson, so you should still be unhappy, I guess. How are the Bears and Broncos both 2-1?
It's the NFL. John, I haven't fallen in love with a quarterback since Lamar Jackson. And I think like his lack of development as a passer, although he has been better this year, which is weird because every single time I say that he stalls. Kind of ruined quarterbacks for me. Like how about this? 2022, what was my favorite quarterback? It was Corral.
It's Corral.
Yeah. 2021, my favorite quarterback. What draft is that? Oh, I guess it would be Fields. I mean, I didn't have Fields as my number one, but I would guess I'd say Fields.
Well, we had Lawrence number one by default.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, guys, you all did except for Chris Sims. Like, we have to make that. I almost feel like if we're all wrong on him, if we're all wrong on Trevor Lawrence, we all take the L. Like, there's no – the Cowboys are punting.
2020, I liked Joe Burrow. 2019 was the Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones, Drew Lock draft. I guess we'll go with Drew Lock.
real quick, I'm not gonna continue to play-by-play this game.
Okay.
The Cowboys were at third and like 8 or 7. Quick pass. They got to 4th and 2 with the Giants had no timeouts coming out of the 2-minute warning, but they ran it to the sideline and the tackle took him out of bounds. So the Giants got a free timeout, and now we're going to have a minute 45 to get to the end zone. A minute 45. They have to get in the end zone. They got to score a touchdown. But the Cowboys gave the Giants an extra, wow, they bobbled that punt. That was awfully close.
My Lord, quarterbacks suck.
You are not wrong. Quarterbacks are bad. They're bad. They're bad. Anyway.
Quarterbacks really suck. Rip Andrew Luck, dude. I miss that guy.
I speaking of, the Colts are the next game. The Colts don't make sense at all because they're supposed to be better, and then they started bad, and then they beat Kansas City. Yeah. I don't get it. So
Tennessee Titans at Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I'm picking Tennessee to win.
I'm picking the Colts.
Good for you.
Because it's at home. And that's literally the difference.
Stupid.
Although I will say, watching that game, you know who's actually improving?
Who?
Our favorite wide receiver that has asthma. Treylon Burks.
Treylon Burks, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about the asthma thing again. Good for him.
He still dropped a couple of key passes.
If he breaks 1,000 yards, I'm going to riot because that's a shot take.
Los Angeles Chargers at Houston Texans. God, everything in my body wants me to say Houston.
Do it.
But you're going to have to shoot me later, John.
I'm waiting.
Chargers had a disappointing game. I don't see it happening twice in a row. And Houston's also weird. Houston's
They're not that weird. I'm gonna mentally amend who I think is getting picked number 1 in this draft.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it's Houston. Lovie Smith is not good at this job. So far, he has not been good at his job. Davis Mills has not improved one iota. Dameon Pierce is pretty good. I'm wrong on that. That's fine. But, that's not going to win you many games.
They might win you more than Seattle.
Huh?
Might win you more than Seattle.
What, Kenny Walker?
No, I'm saying Dameon Pierce. They're not starting Kenny Walker.
Daniel Jones just threw a ball directly to a Cowboy.
It's normal.
It was Trayvon Diggs.
Oh, come on.
I know. That's pretty nauseating. But there is nobody in the vicinity I have the Manning cast on. Eli Manning looks like he just crapped himself.
Eli Manning's like, oh, look, it's me again.
And there is an injury. Can't tell who it is. Not Daniel Jones. He's just looking up with that Durr face of his. Where is
Chargers? We're both going to pick the Chargers to win this game.
Yes. Let's see how this goes. Is it? Oh, okay. Number 13 fell down. That's not on Daniel Jones. And Diggs, that ball might have bounced. Ball might have bounced.
Cleveland
Not sure,
Browns.
might have bounced.
Cleveland Browns at Atlanta Falcons.
It's a bad week.
It's a bad week, yeah.
I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Fuck you.
I'm going with Atlanta.
There's no reason for them to win this game, John. Cleveland's just a better team.
Yes.
Jacoby Brissett's better than Marcus Mariota.
Yes.
Bradley Chubb's better than Cordell Patterson.
The cart is out for Sterling Shepard.
Wow. Well, Kenny Golladay, fantasy value just went up.
No, it didn't. no, it didn't. It actually somehow went lower. Actually, he got on that cart pretty fast.
If you're going to go with Atlanta, I will shoot you on Atlanta.
Do it.
And I will begrudgingly select Cleveland.
Yes, I am picking Atlanta.
The Washington Commanders will play the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go Washington.
Shot.
Okay. Thank God.
You know how many sacks Washington gave up this week?
Okay, but Dallas versus Eagles.
Micah Parsons. Do you know how many sacks Washington Commanders gave up this week?
6, right?
9. They gave up 9. They gave up 6 in the first quarter or first half.
Jacksonville Jaguars and Philadelphia Eagles.
Who picked the Cowboys? Was it me?
Yeah.
They won the game.
Okay. Jacksonville Jaguars and Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to go with Philly. Philly.
I agree. Until Hurts has a bad game, I'm going to pick him.
I also like that this game's at home.
I do too.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson's going to get cheered. He will be cheered. He won't be booed. Carson Wentz gets booed in his own building by our fans.
Buffalo Bills at Baltimore Ravens. Somehow, not your Sunday night game.
No.
The Sunday night game is okay. It's not as good as this.
We're going to talk about that when we get there.
I'm going to go Buffalo because they're pissed.
I am too.
Yeah.
Too good a team. Probably the game of the week, though. Probably the best game of the week.
Arizona Cardinals at Carolina Panthers.
My point stands.
Yeah, Arizona. Cardinals. Now to the main event. Denver Broncos at Las Vegas.
It is. This is the mid coach off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's what this is. Like, this is trash against trash on the sidelines. And I can't stand Josh McDaniels. I don't think he can coach football. But Nathaniel Hackett doesn't look like he can coach someone to wipe their own ass.
He paid somebody to do that for him.
That game last night was really bad. Give me Vegas. I don't even agree with myself. I don't agree with myself. I want to make that point. I don't agree with myself.
I refuse to think this team can be 0-4.
Oh, you definitely can be. You can be. When Mac Hollins has roughly half of your team's completed passes, there's a problem with not just your offense and your coaching, but your quarterback. That can't be allowed to happen.
He was basically just giving Hunter Renfrow targets.
All of them?
Yeah.
Abtin.
Well, the problem is Waller.
How much are you paying Devontae Adams? Stop it. How much are you paying Devontae Adams?
Yeah, they really should throw more to Adams. They don't.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know.
It stands to reason.
Like week 1, they threw a lot to Adams, and then for some reason they've just stopped doing it.
Wait, it's not this game. This was the one that didn't suck. Where is the game that just happened? There it is. Titans Raiders. The Titans, who got mollywopped the week before by Buffalo. Derek Carr comes in, goes 26 of 44. It's not great for 303, 2 scores and a pick. You said the pick was a botch.
Oh, the pick was
Waller.
really bad. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at your stat line and I see. I'm going to scroll down slower.
Okay.
Problem number 1: Mac Hollins threw a pass.
Yeah, it was a trick play.
Problem number 2: Devontae Adams ran the ball.
Yeah, they do. They do a runaround. I don't really understand why.
Not with him. Don't do that with him. And then I'm gonna read 3 stat lines for the receivers. 3 receptions for 22 yards, 5 receptions for 36 yards of a score, and then 8 receptions for 158 in a score.
Yeah, that's Mac.
What? Mac Hollins couldn't make my offense in Philly when Nelson Aguilar was on it.
Yeah, the man's tall.
He's not that tall.
He plays tall.
He does play tall.
Yeah.
I'm a Mac Hollins. I love Mac. But Mac Hollins, when I say I love Mac, I mean, man, that dude was a great blocker on the punt coverage. Not throw him 8 passes.
He actually had a great special teams play. He
is a fantastic special teams player. I can't dispute that. He's a great special teams player. But I don't think he's caught that many passes in his life. What? What the fuck? Devontae Adams, who?
Waller probably would have been. You said he had 3 receptions?
Who?
Waller. Waller was 3 for 26, right?
Yeah.
He probably would have been 6 for 75.
3 for 22.
He probably would have been like 6 for like 75 and 2 scores.
I just don't understand how Devontae Adams can't break 40 yards.
They're not throwing at him. I don't get it.
No, not they. Not they. There's one dude throwing the ball. Or I guess in this case, 2, because Mac Hollins is going to do it too now. My friend, come to Jesus. Because I think Derek Carr might be done. I think you might be seeing your final year of this nonsense. I think what may end up happening, and I don't wish this on you, but I smell it. There's going to be a team, probably called the Colts, that are going to trade for him at the end of the season, thinking if they're a quarterback away. You're going to get Stafforded. You're not going to get the payout because Stafford had a better arm. But you're going to get Stafforded. You're going to get a ton of recovery, and the quarterback is going to go. And yes, you're probably going to draft one. Or you may end up with Jimmy for a year because McDaniels.
I think Jimmy probably stuck in San Francisco for the rest of his life.
He's only got a 1-year deal.
Yeah, they'll pay him.
They may. They really may.
I think
San Fran has tried so hard to replace him, but they can't do it.
Isn't Jimmy and Trey Lance are kind of like a weird like Montana and like they have that weird little dynamic.
Don't you dare! Like it's not. Don't you dare!
Isn't it weird? Like one gets injured, so you're moving to the other one, but you really want this one to improve.
They're like 2 parts of the same Siamese twin.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that's happening.
It is an odd dynamic. But yeah, is there anything about Vegas that I'm saying that's like completely out of the question? Because I'm not saying this is definite, but like it's smelling that way. It smells fishy.
The team is really like 3 plays away from being 2-1. They should have beat Arizona. Couple of terrible individual mistakes by Waller. One by Keenan.
How's Crosby playing?
Crosby's weird.
That's not a good answer, Abtin.
Yeah, no.
You just paid him a lot of money, Abtin.
He's graded well. He's playing really well, but he's not like he should have sacked Murray like 3 times to end that game, but he kept on whiffing.
Yeah, let me see what Max
Chandler
Crosby's
Jones is not
numbers
playing
are.
well.
He's got 2 sacks on the year so far, Crosby.
Yeah, he really should have like 4 or 5.
We'll see how it ends. We'll
Yeah.
see how it ends. It's too early for that.
He's Crosby's playing great, but like not finishing. Chandler Jones is not playing well. The secondary is playing great.
I'm stunned.
The secondary is really
You want to see my shocked face?
sure. Linebacker is pretty okay.
For those just listening, I didn't change my face.
Yeah. My coaches are average to below average given the day. It's only been 3 days.
Abtin is like unconsciously calm about it, and I know why.
Oh, I've been separated from this.
No, it's because 3 weeks from now, when this is still happening, you're like, I'm done. You're going to be drained 3 weeks from now because I've watched Abtin go through ups and downs with this team already. And when the Gruden firing happened, Abtin was like, I don't know what to say. He's a dick, but I'm hurting. Like, it was like you were in pain. So, because I think you were probably mostly in pain because I was right. Like, that's the fun part. Like, it would hurt. We as good of friends as
No,
we
I
are,
think
I'm
Gruden
sure,
would be 2-1.
no, he wouldn't.
I think
No, he wouldn't. He'd be 1-2. He would have won. He would have won a game. But do you know why he would have won a game?
Why?
He would have forced the ball to Adams. Mac Hollins wouldn't have played. Mac Hollins, I don't think has 158 yards receiving in his career.
We should check that.
I'm going to check it right now. Mac has been around a little bit, so he may. My God, that hair has gotten ridiculous. No, he's got a lot of yards in his career. But the thing is, he has 240 yards this season already. What are you doing with him? By the way, he's 29. Like, it's not like he's even that young. we drafted him the Super Bowl year. He was a special teamer for us.
Great guy. I love his hair.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'4". He is tall, but he's not like 6'7" or something. He's a regular tall. Yeah, I mean, he's good. I don't understand this situation, but sure, that's what you want to see. That Devontae Adams has all that money, and I think so far this season he has less yards receiving.
Oh, he should. Yeah.
Let me see. Hollins has 240, and Adams has 189.
Yeah.
Does that not just infuriate you? Because it should. It should boggle the mind. Boggles my mind. Anyway, I'm gonna pick. I guess I'm gonna stick with the Raiders. I'm scared for you. I really am. God, every time I see Derek Carr's face on a picture, I'm just like, go away. Scary. So scary. Sports Illustrated wrote an article, what Derek Carr said after Raiders lost the Titans. Does anybody give a shit what he said? I gotta be honest. Does anyone give a shit? Because it's the last thing I would fucking care about right now.
Okay.
What Derek Carr had to say about it.
Oh, we forgot to talk about Mark Davis.
Yeah, so Mark Davis, and by the way, the reason I say that about Derek Carr is because he has now had 2 games this season with a sub 60% completion percentage. That's bad. That's called bad. He has 6 touchdowns to 4 picks. That's called bad. Josh McDaniels and Mark Davis had a closed door meeting at the end of the game. What that could possibly be for, I do not know. I don't think he's firing him this early. I
don't
don't know
want to ask him what his PF Chang's order is.
Perhaps. I don't know. Why is it that the Raiders always seem to have some circus bullshit happening alongside their team?
Makes good TV.
No, it doesn't, because nobody cares. No, it doesn't make good TV is 0-3. Then nobody gives a crap. If you have a circus going on with a middling to above average team, maybe. But no. Right now, the Raiders are valueless to the NFL. Your circus is happening, but nobody cares. See? Even Oz is frustrated. I feel like I'm more upset about your team than you are, which is sad.
I told you I've been able to separate myself.
You found religion.
No, I will never.
Abtin found God. He once thought it was Derek Carr. Now he realizes it might have been David Carr.
I have never found God.
What?
I have never found God.
Of course you haven't. You're a Raiders fan. There's nothing holy about anything happening there, except for the fact that Josh McDaniels is wholly an idiot. Speaking of Josh McDaniels, Patriots and Packers.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I'll take Green Bay. I'm already.
Mac Jones probably won't be playing.
Brian I'm walking back my call. I'm worried about New England now.
Kansas City Chiefs at Tampa Bay on Sunday night.
So here's the deal. I'm picking the Chiefs, and I'm not even blinking.
You're not worried of some like Tom magic hashtag NFL doing something.
Here's why. Tampa Bay is 2-1, and they are playing like they're 0-3 because Tom Brady and the Bucs right now. I'm noticing something. I'm gonna pull up Tom Brady's stat line right now just so I can make sure I can bring up the receipts. Tom Brady is playing just okay right now. He has thrown in 3 weeks 3 touchdowns. He has a completion percentage on the season of 65, which is fine. His rating on the year is 89. And against the Saints, he completed 53% of his passes.
I mean, they always play the Saints poorly.
I understand that. But here's my problem. Have you watched? If you've watched any of Tampa Bay this year, have you noticed that the team is relatively unchanged? Yes, they were missing receivers this week. Godwin and Evans are both out. I understood. But even before that, does it feel like when you're watching a great football team, you watch them do things with their offense, their defense, and you watch the pieces fall into place, and it kind of operates almost not mechanically, but it operates like, okay, we're going to do this, and it happens. For Tampa Bay this year, it feels like, okay, we're going to do this, but we got to try really, really hard for it to happen. And sometimes it's happening. But it feels like Tampa Bay is trying so hard. And I'm not saying it's because they don't, I'm not saying they shouldn't because they don't have to. I think the problem is they do have to. I think Tampa is mid-tier. I don't think we're looking at a team with a very high ceiling this year. I understand Tom Brady's Tom Brady. And I understand this sounds empty coming from me. I've been very critical about Tom Brady on the show. I get it. I'm not going to argue the Brady thing. I know he's an amazing quarterback. He's historically one of the greatest to ever play. I got it. But the man is 45, and there are clearly distractions. Clearly.
I think the whole team's distracted with Giselle.
There are clearly distractions. There was a report I read about an hour ago that he and Giselle are living in separate houses, and they've been doing so for about a month. But it apparently has nothing to do with football. Bullshit.
No, that apparently is just a normal thing.
Right. So, bullshit. That doesn't come out unless there's a reason for it to come out. And I am still standing by. I'm not sure Tom Brady is going to see week 17 or week 18 because not due to injury. I think there's a chance that Tampa Bay loses like 5 in a row. And at least 2 of them are going to be on him. This feels like borrowed time. It doesn't feel like Brady wants to be playing right now. Like that's my biggest problem with it.
I still feel if Schefter wasn't such a prick, Brady would have stayed retired.
He is only in the league right now for pride and pride alone.
Yeah.
He has nothing to gain. He has only everything to lose. Maybe the answer really is that he just loves football that much. But
go coach your son's high school team.
Gronk probably isn't coming back.
No, he's not.
Edelman didn't even get a call.
Yeah.
They brought in Cole Beasley for some reason. And they looked so anemic yesterday against an equally anemic Packers team to the tune of the only offensive part of the Buccaneers I can trust right now is Leonard Fournette. And I can't even trust him that much because the line is subpar too. Mm-hmm. I'm very worried that Tampa Bay, I'm not worried about it at all. I hope I'm right, honestly, because I don't want Tom Brady to win anything else. I'll be honest with you. But if I am a Bucs fan, I'm taking stock of it right now, and I will not. I can't take a Bucks fan seriously that thinks you're really contending right now because yeah, you're 2-1, but so is Chicago.
Didn't Miami really dodge a bullet this offseason?
Yeah, they did. They did. Miami dodged a bullet, even though they got hit with sanctions. Like they dodged a bullet, even though they got hit with penalties. Oops, sorry, I hit that. I just Brady looks like a shell of his former self. I don't know what the hell's happening with his jaw. I don't. It just pressed in. Again, I said it last week. He looks like Hot Squidward from that episode of SpongeBob. So henceforth, he'll be referred to as Hot Squidward. Probably not. I'll probably
I
forget.
think he'll be fine with that.
It's hot, and he's a cephalopod. That's pretty fun. I don't. I don't. I don't know. I don't know, but I definitely don't think Tampa is. If their division was where it was better, they wouldn't win it. I think they're probably still going to win it, but I don't think you're going to need many wins to win that division. I think you need like 10, maybe that many.
10?
You might need 10 to win that division.
I don't see any of those teams besides Tampa making it to 10, to be honest with you.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I see the ceiling of New Orleans at 9. That's my basis of saying this. So if New Orleans ceiling is 9, then 10 will win the division. Mm-hmm. So Atlanta is not winning 9 to 10 games. Carolina is firing Rule in the next 3 weeks. It's already been decided. If he makes it to the end of the season, it'll be because they turned it around. But as of right now, it looks worse than it ever has for Carolina. So, yeah, I don't know. Tampa is not. I am not at all confident in Tampa right now. I do not think they're among the league's best teams. I think the league's best teams right now are Cincinnati, Miami, Buffalo. I'm sorry, Kansas City. I meant Kansas City. Kansas City, Miami, Buffalo, and Philly. I really do. I don't think the NFC is anything. I think it's Philly and then everything else. I really do in the NFC. So there's that. So that's my rationale for Kansas City.
I just think Tampa Bay's defense matches up pretty well against Kansas City's offense.
They do.
So it's really like, how many points do you think Tampa Bay's offense can score? And I don't think it's more than 17.
How many points do you think Kansas City's going to score?
It's just this game can either go two ways, right? It can either be a very close game.
It can technically go 3 with a tie.
It can be a very close game, or it's a Kansas City blowout. Tampa Bay is not blowing Kansas City out.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised.
And I think it's more likely Kansas City blows Tampa Bay out than the game is close.
I agree.
So logically, I should say Kansas City.
Right. Final game of the week. That's not correct.
It is. I checked. It was weird.
No, it can't be.
Oh,
because they already played. Who do the Rams play this week? They get the Niners.
Oh, another red team.
Yeah, another red team. We put the Cardinals on there twice. They get the 49ers.
I'm going to go with the Rams to win that game. San Francisco looks bad. Jimmy looks like Jimmy.
Yeah, I'll go Rams. Niners could snake this game pretty easily, but I don't think they will.
It's kind of their thing.
It is their thing. It is very much their thing.
That's the week. It's time for everyone's favorite segment. What things are Abtin objectively wrong about?
Do it.
Give me a topic. Pepsi is better than Coke. Coke is way too sweet.
Actually, my brother just sent me we could just debate this. We don't even have to make it an objectively wrong.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you the results of the poll.
Okay.
Okay, we've all seen. Abtin and I are not so much closet nerds. I mean, we are very ingratiated in nerd culture. We play video games. We watch a lot of movies. I think we both watched through the Marvel franchise maybe about 5 to 6, 7 or 8 times.
There's a couple movies I skipped.
Fair enough. Once you've seen them all, you can just do that.
Yeah.
I mean, every so often, I will just put on, like, for some reason, Ant-Man. I find
Ant-Man's great.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I watched it last week, and then I watched it again with Allie because we're doing her watch through. And I watched it again. And I was like, this is still good a week later. Like, I can watch this once a week. Doctor Strange, I used to love it, and I just watched it again. I'm like, it's not as good as I thought. It's still good, but feels short, a little rushed. Anyway, the poll that I was just given, I'm going to put them in a death match. Okay? Battle Royale. 4 franchise figureheads.
Okay.
Who wins?
Okay.
Iron Man, Harry Potter, Luke Skywalker, or Aragon?
What's the like contest? Like who would beat each other?
Battle Royale.
Okay. It's not Aragon.
Okay.
What, Luke Skywalker, Harry Potter, and Iron Man. Logically, it should probably be Harry Potter.
Okay.
But not popular right now.
I'm not saying predict what the quiz says.
Oh, what's my choice?
Make your pick.
My pick? It's between Harry and Luke. It's not like it's like the for me, like the level is completely dropped. It goes like you drop levels to Iron Man and then Aragon can go to hell.
I will tell you, you said the 2 you said between was Harry and Luke.
Yeah.
So one of them is the winner by a ridiculously high margin.
I think I'm gonna go with Harry.
You're wrong.
I don't think it should be Luke by a ridiculously long margin.
Luke Skywalker has 75% of the vote.
Okay.
Iron Man has 16. Harry Potter has 5. Aragon has 4.
Twitter's for idiots.
This is Reddit.
Reddit's for idiots.
Yeah, I'm going to counter it. I think Luke does win. I do believe that's correct. I think Harry's probably second, just because of the versatility of what he can do with a wand. Mm-hmm. But like Luke Skywalker, you just get in Harry's head. It's a wrap. Like it's not
okay, but you realize that oh god, we're so nerding out.
Do it.
Snape trained Harry how to prevent Voldemort from getting into his head and to combat that. So he has training for that.
So the question is, what do you find to be stronger, magic or the Force?
Magic.
Like that, I disagree. I think because the Force literally embodies life force.
Okay.
Magic doesn't create babies, right? In the Harry Potter universe, I don't believe there's any Pottermore canon where the Force just invents children, where the magic just creates a child. I don't think that's the case. Okay. Whereas Anakin Skywalker was literally just immaculately conceived in Shmi because of the Force. It's Jesus. We all know it's Jesus, even though it ended up being an evil bastard. But anyway, that's weird.
Probably more realistic.
Anyway, let's not touch that. Too hot. Hot stove.
I'm having a salty day.
Having a rough day.
Yeah.
The Force is so much more versatile than like the Force power of just like I'll even give Harry like Buckbeak. Just
give him a broom.
I don't care about that. I'm gonna give him an animal. Because then Luke Skywalker can mind control the animal because Force power does encapsulate animals as well. And they're dumber than people. This is not, there's just so many avenues where Luke wins.
Although maybe the answer maybe Iron Man actually beats Harry, right?
How?
Because think about the lore of that universe. They're hiding because guns beat magic.
That's true. Guns beat magic. Well, I guess here's the other question. I'll throw another one in here.
Also, Aragon. If we're gonna give Harry Buckbeak, do we give Aragon the dragon?
No, we give
Aragon
Aragon
the
nothing.
dragon.
Aragon doesn't win. There's no Aragon's a guy. Like he
Is
doesn't.
Aragon the guy or the dragon?
I
don't remember.
He's a guy with a no. That's Aragorn. Aragon is Viggo Mortensen from Lord of the Rings.
No, Aragorn is Viggo Mortensen. Aragon's is a farm boy.
Okay, then this is Okay, then this is spelled wrong.
Okay. Well, then yeah,
Aragorn to Viggo Mortensen.
No chance.
Right. Okay. There you go. Yeah, Aragorn. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. You're right. I always mix them up in my head, and I guess seeing it next to him made me think that was the right spelling. Yeah, I guess no. Aragorn does not win this. He's just a guy.
Like the only way he has a chance is if he gets all the ghosts with him.
This looks like Order of the Phoenix Harry as well.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, from the movie. I think he loses hard. And Luke Skywalker is Green Saber. He's already a master. So I don't think that. Now, Tony is Endgame. That is Endgame Iron Man.
Okay. I think Tony might win now.
Endgame Iron Man's pretty. Here, hold on. Allie, if you happen to be listening to this episode, turn it off right now. Turn it off. Because I'm about to ask I'm about to mention Marvel. And you haven't watched this part yet. We're doing the rewatch. We just got through Doctor Strange. So we're 7 away from like Endgame. We're there. So that's your spoiler alert. Please turn off the show. 3, 2, 1. What if you threw Thanos into this with the gauntlet?
With the gauntlet?
He wins, right?
Yeah, because then he just
Iron Man technically beats him, though.
You just do the snap. Give any of them the Infinity Gauntlet.
We still don't even know canonically if he could control who disappeared. It just all right, let's just see what happens.
I'm pretty sure he just said I reverse. Redo. Uno card reverse.
Those are the Infinity Stones.
Could you imagine? Like, why isn't this a meme yet? You know that you have that meme with the kid who has one Uno card. Yeah. He's really super happy, and you're holding like 5 + 4s.
Yeah.
Why isn't this a meme yet? Where you have Thanos very happy, and you have Tony on the side holding 5 + 4s.
You don't make it. That would go. It would have gone viral 4 years ago.
I know. I'm not that artistic.
We've missed the window.
Like I cannot draw like that.
It's not drawing.
You need templates on the internet. No, that needs to be. Okay, I can't use Photoshop either.
I can't either. I'm bad at it. Yeah, I think. Does Luke beat Thanos?
Does he have the gauntlet or not? Are we throwing the gauntlet into this?
Not the foot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go crazy. Let's go crazy down the rabbit hole. We've only got a couple minutes left. You remember the scene in Infinity War when Mantis mounts him and mind controls him? Mm-hmm. Allie, if you haven't turned it off yet, we're going to fight. So Mantis gets on top of him, mind controls. Luke doesn't have to touch him to do that. So obviously Thanos is susceptible to mind control. His brain is like able to be overcome. So I guess my question is Mantis or Luke stronger with mental manipulation? If the answer is Luke still wins. And I think Thanos murks Harry Potter. And I'm going to stop even talking about Aragorn. He's just a boy.
Can you imagine Harry holding a wand? He's like, Leviosa!
Leviosa! Ah! Yeah, I don't. Mr. Dumbledore, I don't feel so good.
Anyways, more objectively wrong stuff. Besides, Pepsi's better than Coke.
All right, give me a quick hitter on a movie. Give me a movie. We did a movie last week, but movies are always a good one.
Like what? Like what's a bad movie that people think is good?
Yeah.
Or how about this? What's a good movie that people think is bad? Adam Sandler's Grown Ups is objectively funny.
Okay, yeah, that's a bad take. Wow.
Grown Ups 2 is bad.
Okay, I was about to be like, what about Grown Ups 2?
Grown Ups 2 is bad. Grown Ups 1 is good. Like it's a good time. I refuse to believe that Grown Ups 1 is not an okay movie. Oh, how about this? Pirates of the Caribbean, the 5th movie? Decent.
Abtin and I are actually in like weirdly strong agreement on the Pirates movies, except for on 5. I still think 5 is just not good. Better than 4, but not good. Anyway, that's enough for this week. We'll be back next week with more crap. Till then, enjoy the week, and we'll talk to you soon.